the expectations you should live up to are the expectations you have of yourself. Hey there, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these cryptocurrency markets? Well, we got a market cap coming in at $572 billion, and that ain't no joke. I mean, we're definitely well on our way to $600 billion before you know it. I see $1 trillion by the end of the year, definitely, and we're getting closer and closer back to the $800 billion we were at for our all-time high. About the trading volume, we're down a little bit, coming in at 22.8 billion. Not that big of a deal. You know why? Because it's Monday. So we got our BTC dominance slipping just a little bit, coming in at 33.4%. Am I concerned? No. I know a lot of people have been concerned because, I mean, we used to be at 80%. It's slowly been coming down. And then when we got under 50%, you know, the concern escalated quite a bit. But you know what? We got second-tier solutions coming to Bitcoin, and I'm sure these people are going to be coming over here in herds. So let me see. What are we looking at here? Well, we got Bitcoin coming at 11,300. That's down 3.3%. Not the greatest coming down, but I mean, the price ain't that bad. I mean, we're not looking at 10.5. We're not looking at 7.5 like Tone Vase had talked about we could potentially be seeing at this point in time. I actually think that the Bitcoin price might be coming up here a little bit sooner rather than later. I definitely like to see us in the 12s and 13s, you know, by the beginning of next week, if not the end of this week. We got Ethereum coming in at 1,200. That's down 2.4%. I mean, that's nothing really. You know, hanging out at 1,200, you know, that's really not all that bad considering, you know, that it was under $1,000 for a little bit when we had this recent dip. We got Ripple coming in $1.34. That's up 3.8%. That's what I mean about that sprinkling here in the top 5. They're up. Everyone else is down a little. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $1,685. That's down 1.6%. I've been hearing talks of them potentially going even lower, seeing like 1,200. You know, I don't know. You got to keep an eye on this stuff. But as always, you know, I got to give you the Steam update because I love it over there. Steam's coming in at $6 pretty much. That's down 3.2%. But at $6, I mean, that's still some big gains they made recently, and they're holding on to it. That's always a plus in my book. And the Steam-backed dollars are cashing out this morning at $6.85. That's down 4.8%. Sucks a little bit when they're under the $7 mark because that's where we've been standard of lately. But, I mean, it's close enough where I'm still going to go ahead and cash mine out today. So what do we got going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee for news? Coffee's pretty good today. Well, I gotta say thank you to all my Steam followers. You know, we've recently broken the 3,800 barrier. I'm coming at 3,841. You know, I think I picked up 20 more followers on Steam last night. That is awesome. I'd like to see if I can't get the followers up on YouTube. I'd like to break into the the 2,000 follower range. That would be absolutely amazing. So please, subscribe if you haven't already. Share, like, you know, do everything you can to try to promote this video if you can. Promote Bitcoin and Coffee because, hey, if you're enjoying what's happening over here, maybe some other people might too. Especially share us to your friends that are getting new and getting into Bitcoin because I'm just trying to help everyone out. And the free help desk, I mean, you can't beat that with a stick, right? So let me see. We got news. We got that NEM hack. I mean, I'm sure you guys already heard about it because it happened a lot over the weekend. Coming out of CoinCheck, which is, you know, out of Japan. So I'm sure a lot of you guys, being my viewers, have nothing really to do with this. They're going to go ahead and see if they can't help those people out and give them back some of their, you know, lost value. But I mean, this is big. You know, it sucks. That was a really big hack. That was a lot of money. This is one of the reasons that I'm always talking about. You got to have a hardware wallet. You got to keep your cryptocurrency on it. You know, we just seen stuff like this out of IOTA, that they had their big hack, and that it was people, you know, weren't necessarily generating their own private keys, you know, leaving your stuff on an exchange. Whenever you're not in control of your cryptocurrency and the private keys, anything can happen. So are you really willing to risk your future and your financial freedom that you could have just because you're not actually getting the education to understand it properly, spending the under $100 on a cryptocurrency hardware wallet? Or is it just that you're kind of lazy? I mean, you know, which one is it? Because it's going to hurt later and you don't want to be there. So we're also seeing some more news about bad stuff outside of London, in the outskirts. 4 armed robbers. They came in, they robbed 2 traders at gunpoint, this guy and his girlfriend. They forced him to make several cryptocurrency transactions. And in the UK, especially outside of London, you don't see crimes a lot with firearms. So, I mean, this definitely just goes to show that people realize that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all of this is gonna be the financial future, and they're trying to also get in on it, but they're just trying to rob you and get all the money now so that later on it's worth a whole bunch. You got to take your precautions. I mean, now with the popularity of cryptocurrency, it might be a good idea to kind of keep it on the DL about that you have Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever and how much you're holding, because this is like the 4th or 5th time I've come out and had to report about somebody getting robbed pretty much at gunpoint and forced to transfer their own personal cryptocurrency out. And like we always keep saying, cryptocurrency transactions are one way. You can't make that stuff come back. You know, that's one of the advantages of the blockchain and cryptocurrency. So, what's the last little bit of news I got here? I'm trying to end on a positive note. Segregated witness adoption is up. Lightning Network is moving forward. The fees are coming down. I went ahead and I transferred $200 this morning. You know, in Bitcoin, trying to pay a couple bills that I had to take care of, and I think I only paid $3.50. So, I mean, what's $3.50 on $200? I mean, no, that is not the sub-penny price that we are looking for, but you know what? It's not that $30, $40 that it was, you know, a month ago. So, I mean, everything's getting better. Everything's getting on the upside. I mean, we're just starting out in 2018. We got the whole year to go for it to get better. So if you like everything that's going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to hit that subscribe button down there below. I need you to hit that like button so it can share us out, because you know how that's YouTube's promoting us. And as always, I got my free help desk service at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. All kinds of tools, affiliation codes, and links down there below to help you out if you're new to the market. Please come over to Steam and upvote my post. One of the best things you can do to help me out here on Bitcoin and Coffee without taking money out of your pocket. But if you got that extra crypto, I got those donational addresses. And remember, keep your Bitcoin safe.